The air was cutting off and on, like, and then you feel it again, just in order to avoid confusion. And the problem also, he did also the half a turn back. Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about opening the valve of the tank and then giving it half a turn back. Do you think that's right? In older days when we did learn how to dive, actually, we did learn to open the tank all the way and then half a turn back. People were saying that the older valves were called K valve or J valve, something like nowadays the J valve. The K valve actually they used to get stuck. At that time they used to give it half a turn in order to avoid getting stuck. But people have reported that their buddies while doing the body check, they just check, it's closed, because it's just half a turn, so it's so close for people to get confused if the tank is opened or closed. So they just, tank is closed. So they do actually the opposite way, while they close the valve thinking that they are opening the valve, and then they give it half a turn back, which is actually half a turn of the opening. While being in the shallow water on the surface, if you consume air from the valve, from the tank, it will not be a problem at all, because we all know in the shallow water when you breathe, you are breathing with the ambient pressure, and that is a function of the first stage that always surrounds the pressure, always feel the surrounding pressure, and then rises the intermediate pressure into here to give you the pressure there, so you can actually breathe with the ambient pressure. So imagine if you are at 5-10 meters, it might be okay to breathe from that half turn opened valve. But in deeper water like 20-30 meters, you may not have enough air. And that happened to me personally, and I know other people personally also that they have experienced this problem. So let me show you how it will look like when this tank is halfway opened or half a turn opened only. The air was cutting off and on, like, and then you feel it again. And when it did happen to me, this problem, I actually realized that my tank is not fully opened. So I asked my buddy to do, I gave him the signal, like, open my valve, while he did not actually understand what's going on. So I did show him the gauge while I was breathing in, so you can see the needle is going up and down. And we all know as divers that when the needle goes up and down, that means the tank is not completely on. So my buddy did open the tank all the way, and the problem also, he did also the half a turn back. Modern valves will never get stuck, and all dive centers around the world nowadays, they should follow the ISO standards, which means ISO valves follow the standards, so they will never get stuck. Again, there's no need to do that. In case it happens to you underwater and you feel little air coming to you, so please watch your gauge. If you see that the gauge is going up and down the needle, ask your buddy to open the air all the way on. Just remember, open the air. There's no need to give it half a